Kentucky love in the building. Gotta show the Kentucky love in the building. Alrighty, alrighty. All right, kids. How we doing? And welcome to Montez at Midday. Being brought to you by title sponsor, the Weed Squad St. Louis. Feel free to visit the Weed Squad St. Louis. They're located at 8088 Watson Road. You can always check out and get a complete listing of all of the sponsors. Visit www.dremontez.com. You can also follow us throughout social media platforms. We're on Instagram, Who's to Blame the Podcast, Twitter at W2B Dre Montez, as well as we have a Facebook page for our podcast, Who's to Blame. It's Who's to Blame on Facebook. And you can also follow us on YouTube, Dre Montez, and on TikTok, Dre Montez 63. It is the holiday time. I hope everyone is taking advantage of all the holiday opportunities with all the small and local businesses here throughout St. Louis and downtown Bell Vegas. Again, get a complete listing of all the sponsors of the show by visiting www.dremontez.com. It is Mindset Monday, as I like to call it today, because I think it's on Mondays you kind of like you're waking up again. You revitalized yourself, so to speak. So it's like, welcome back. Let me get the eye crust out of my eye. Okay, I got maybe 10 more days of work for the rest of the year. So let me go out on top with a bang. So I get you. This could be what? Probably one more Monday of a full work week schedule here. So in the real work world, some people are like that. But for the rest of us, the normal folk, how you guys doing today? How you doing? And again, welcome to the show. Montez at midday, as I like to call it right there from time to time, with the people, of the people, by the people, and for the people, as we're going to do here from time to time. But anywho, in any way you want to call it, I'm going to do some things here right quick. You're getting settled in with your mobile programming needs. All right, get it done that way. Yeah, Kentucky love in the building. Got Kentucky love in the building. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All righty, all righty. You know what we got to do. If you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. Special birthday shout out there. Special birthday shout out to the wolf. To the wolf. Happy birthday to you, Carla. Happy birthday to you. Yay. Yay. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. If you're celebrating the anniversary today, happy anniversary to you. If today is the first day in the new office, or you found out you're starting a new job and today is this your last week at your job, go out on top and with a bang. Go out on top and with the bang. It can happen. It can happen. You deserve it. You deserve it. A lot of people are real hesitant when they get promotions. They get little subconscious of things. But hey, when you work hard and you play hard, you really sit down and understand the appreciation behind it. So congratulations to everybody. If you had a kid over the weekend, congratulations to you. If you're celebrating anything today, you're excited about something, excited about waking up life, the opportunity to move forward. What up to you? What up to you? And what up to you? And thanks for tuning in to Montez at midday. It does not go unappreciated at all. What's up, Johnny? What's up? What's going on? And thanks for tuning in to the show. Thank you. But you're at that part of the day, so you know what we got to do. High fives, chest bump. Ah, let's hug it on out. Hug it out. Oh, oh, oh. Sometimes you got to hug yourself. Life slaps you, but you got to hug yourself sometimes. You got to be there for yourself right there. Off the top and on point of all that. You have to be there for yourself. It is Mindset Monday. Mindset Monday. Mindset Monday. I got to give a shout out to SLU, St. Louis University College. Got to give a shout out to them. The women's soccer team, for one. What the men's soccer team did, spectacular. That game beating Duke. I came up a little short against Washington over the weekend, but hey, way to go, SLU men's soccer team and the women's soccer team. And shout out to the SLU basketball program of them, men and women. Matter of fact, shout out to SLU. Huh? Shout out to those guys. They're getting it done over there. My man Earl and Randy getting it in over there with the commentating. If you don't follow SLU on Twitter, you're missing out something. Follow SLU on Twitter. Outstanding, outstanding what they have done here locally. Also, a shout out to St. Mary's High School on winning state in football. I'm telling you, there's some talent in this area. It's some talent in this area. Keep doing your thing over there, St. Mary's. Keep doing your thing over there, St. Mary's, and all of the local schools that participated in the playoffs. You had East St. Louis football team make Illinois, you had the Sean football team, and St. Mary's just won it all. So keep up the great work, you young student athletes, as well as you coaches out there, making a way and paving the way for these students that are out there. Also, my former softball teammate, Vic, as I like to call him, Vic. Vic was the type of dude that would, no matter what, he would make me laugh. He'll hit a solo home run when we only have one left and we're chasing five in the fifth inning. And he would say, my bad. He would hit a walk-off grand slam and win a game for us and say, my bad. That's my dude. I used to ride with him when we used to travel and play ball, but he shared an interesting photo of Lil Vic football uniform. Lil Vic football uniform looked like he should have been in one of those Under Armour commercials back in the day. But they're streaming JV football. My, how times have changed when you're trying to view youth sports. I like where it's going and headed, but I think I shared his photo, but if I didn't, I don't share the kids' photos on social media. But if you're a friend of Vic, you saw Lil Vic football uniform. You definitely did. You definitely did. Okay, okay. So Saturday, we got to talk about Saturday. This is part of the weekend wrap up right now. We got to talk about Saturday yesterday. The expectations, the highs, the lows, the thought process. We got this. The fan base, the boosters, the cheerleaders. Just in general, what broke down Saturday was pretty amazing to me. I mean, you can watch these games as a fan, a proud supporter. Maybe you work in the field. Maybe you have some affiliation with any of the schools or universities that are playing in this game of college football as we're getting closer and closer to who's going to play for the national championship. Well, we're there now. We got a little bit of an idea. It's a 50-50 shot on who's going to play each other. You can take this all kind of concoctions, put all you want to spit into the machine and try to come out with the perfect equation. But I'm looking at this as a fan with a little conspiracy theory. We didn't want to see a rematch in the SEC with Alabama and Georgia. Nobody wanted to see that again. Come on, you had your point. You had your chance. Ideally, it should have been Michigan, then Bama. Okay, it should have went that way. Michigan should have been number one. They did their job. How you get punished for doing your job? But you reward the team. Three beating the one. But we know why they did it. You still got to play the game. You still got to play the game. But the beatdown and the way it happened, I, I'm going to pretend that Georgia didn't go out there and lose like that, didn't go out there and perform that way. But here's me right here. Here's how I'm thinking about this. You can agree or disagree, a thumbs up, thumbs down, a comment, however you want to do it. But when that game was due to come weeks ago, we knew the matchup was going to come through Atlanta, GA. We knew that. We knew it was going to be Bama and Georgia. We knew that in the SEC championship, this is who it's going to be. The way Georgia has played, the way Bama played against Florida, the way Bama played against Texas A&M. We didn't know what to expect. Didn't know what to expect. But that's Nick Saban. That's Nick Saban. No matter what that man says at the beginning of the game, in the paid special appearance events, on television shows and documentaries, is not the same Nick Saban that talks to that team at halftime. I don't care what anybody says. There is a difference. So we're only going this Kirby Smart side. Who's to blame? Check out the latest podcast episode of that, by the way, wherever you listen to your podcast. But on this Kirby Smart, coach of UGA, Georgia, Athens, Georgia. Here's to me what I think happened. Here's what I think happened. I don't know this for sure, but the way Georgia came out the tunnel to start the game, something happened in that locker room. Something happened in that locker room. I mean, it was no Friday Night Lights preach, giving the talk. What's wrong with y'all? Some of y'all act like you never played the game of football before. So what they go through 2 days? We go through 2 days to an 110-degree heat. I don't care if the ref gets in your way. You hit somebody. This is our time. This is our game. I don't think that happened in that locker room. I don't think there was no Ed Reed at the tunnel moment of the U. I don't think it was that moment in there. I don't think it was James Vanderbeek speaking at after the game. I'm sorry, during halftime about they have the rest of their lives. But right now, let's go out here and play football. I don't think there was no varsity blues moment in that pregame speech given by Kirby Smart. Here's what I think Kirby Smart did. I think Kirby Smart said, guys, no matter the outcome of that game, I want to thank you for a hell of a year. Win or lose, we still in this. I think he said that. I think he said that. And if he said that, that's why they lost the game. There was no look in the eye. There was no hunger. There was no dog in them. There was more dog in the fans than in the team. How is that possible? How are you more hyped than me and I'm playing in the damn game? That makes no sense to me at all. That team had no energy. See, that's when that conspiracy shit comes in sports. That was a totally different team out there. Just look at the way they come out the tunnel and look at the way they came out the tunnel previous games with nothing on the line. With nothing on the line. You be the judge. Shout out to my man out. Brian of the weekend wrap up. Dion at Jackson State. Wheelchair, wheel cart, pimped out. Don't know why you put it. Did Prime change your mind? How many of you thought this was a gimmick, a stunt, wouldn't last this long? I don't think Dion's serious. Is he going to get any players down there? This is the HBCU. All they care about is music. They don't care about competing in football. But if you look at the past 10 years of the NFL draft, the NFL has been tapping into that HBCU bank. So somebody doing something right in the HBU football circuit. And now the television coverage is getting more and more. Deion is not the only one to go back from the NFL. That's a household name that people have names that they can put some respect on it. But what Deion has done at Jackson State, whether you follow him or not, whether you understand his whole method of what he does, the method to the madness, I think it was genius of him last week bringing in an Instagram model to talk to the athletes about conduct when it comes to social media platforms now that collegiate athletes have the NIL, name, image, and licensing. And that's important to come with somebody that these young kids can relate to and they see making money the way they're about to make money. They're going to listen to him. So I thought that was pretty key with what he did right there. But Deion has definitely done something pretty substantial and something that's being talked about throughout college football as well as the game of NFL itself. Look what he's doing. Look at his give back to the game of football. Not saying everybody should do this or going to have success, but I think if you put in the work and you've understood that process as well, it becomes a more teachable moment for you and a better understanding of your craft and your gift. Shout out to Dion, my man, my man. That is it right there. The weekend wrap up. Got more here on the NFL wrap up as yesterday was the NFL. Some teams decided to play, others, on vacation. I mean, real talk. You can obviously tell by the tail of the tape, by the fan eye, the football IQ, who's in this thing. I come to this every Monday We should not be more knowledgeable than the coaches, nor the players, nor the owners. We shouldn't be that more knowledgeable. How you don't know that? How you didn't know that? I mean, do you understand the people? Do you know the people that work for you? How many people have met everybody that works for them? I'm not saying you got to remember their name, but you know what? That young man works for me. Or that young lady works in the office for me. Do you know your employees? I think the NFL needs to do a better understanding of communication and get these owners and front office people together out of uniform. They should do a picnic and get to know each other. Get to know your employees. Get to know your employer. Because we should know more than the owner or the players should know about their owner, the people that's paying them. And it seems that way each and every Monday. We're seeming more knowledgeable than the people that get paid to do this shit. They should take pause, replay, and rewind off of the home television because we're going to get some people fired. We're going to get some people fired. But there were some interesting games yesterday. But first and foremost, shout out to all the Detroit Lion fans out there. Lions fans, hey, you deserve a break today. They broke down every statistical number, date that you can think of on how often it is that Detroit Lions win, how they lose games in the last 2 minutes, how they lose games on the last two drives. It is just something wild going on when it comes to Detroit Lions football. I don't know what happened. A lot of people believe in these sports curses, or you wonder, actually believe that something happened that is deemed as bad luck that is affecting the way your team performs. Does somebody in that town, city, state, neighborhood, franchise get together in a local bar and say, well, we went for that damn curse that's on the team? Ted, you shut your ass up. That curse ain't real. Then explain to us what keep happening to this team. What happened? What, I don't get it. Things happen when Detroit is playing that you can't explain it. It's some video game glitch shit. When the game freezes and catches back up, and you on the other end like, damn, the damn game froze, and you look up, there's a guy going the other way. That's Detroit Lions football. And considering what happened up there tragically uh, prior to the weekend getting started, it's just humbling moment and a great achievement by the Detroit Lions to win that game. As I told you guys before, have you seen Mike Zimmer's girlfriend, the coach of the Minnesota Vikings? He's 65. Age has nothing to do with it, but have you seen Mike Zimmer's girlfriend? Okay. I think his job's on the line. I think his job's on the line. Yeah, the purple people eaters of America, I think they're calling all their local radio stations in Minnesota. And they're not talking about fishing in the hole. They're talking about getting out of this hole called losing. Winning games you lose and you don't understand. You're winning the game, but you lose it. How in the hell did that happen? Missed opportunities. Missed opportunities. All right. Another wild game I saw yesterday, the Steelers and the Ravens. The Steelers have won 2 games this year. I don't know how they did it. When they beat Buffalo in that Ravens game last night, how how did the Steeler fans don't know how they won it? They at work right now. Hey, we still won our game though. Big Ben did his thing. Yeah, yeah. Where my $5 at? As a Steeler fan collecting money this morning in that voice with that lean on, maybe lighting a cigarette right now, maybe. But how did the Steelers win that game? Who's to blame? Was it Lamar Action Jackson? Or was it Harbaugh's fault? I blame the kicker. Should never been in that situation at all. Should have never been in that situation at all. Another wild and crazy ass game yesterday. The Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Wait a minute. If you saw that game, the way the Chargers were scoring in the beginning, in the first quarter, I thought the game was going to be like 49-7 Chargers, but no one could hold on to the ball. Again, if the ball touches your hand, NFL Rules and Ethics Committee and the receiver doesn't catch it, but the opposing team defender does, it's deemed now as a INT. Instead of that going on the quarterback statistics, why not charge it as a receiver pick, tight end, or running back pick? Why does it keep going to the quarterback? It hit both of your hands, but now somebody else had the ball. That game was wild. It was that was a wild game, wild ass game, very wild. And what was the other one? What was the other wild game? Oh, San Fran and Seattle. I thought my man Walt Bulldog shout out right there was going to be back to back winner for his 49ers, but being the wild game that it was yesterday, Seattle came out on top. Pete Carroll has done it again. Because I want this Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson situation to break up. I mean, I'm interested to see what Russ gonna chase the bag to next. There's a lot of teams I think quarterback need help right now. They're waving the flag. I need some help now. This is an ideal situation for a man like I don't know Gardner Minshew. Fly Eagle fly. Go Philly. Go Philly. Go Philly. Nice win, June. Nice win, June. But Minshew, that's an ideal situation for him. There's no pressure. They're not expecting me to do nothing. The coach is not even looking at me when I'm in the game. They're talking to each other. They got their head down. I'm not important to the coaches, but I'm going to win this game, and someone's going to be excited to see me known as DAD Dad. What a celebration. In these NFL franchises that have that household name as their quarter and you're a backup quarterback, you're not going to get that one shining moment. But it doesn't hurt to be ready. It doesn't hurt to stay ready. And you can tell with franchise that the backup quarterback, the indecisiveness that's going on, whether to stick with this guy, go to our backup situation. When you're in a game like that, that means nobody is putting in the work. Nobody's putting in the work at all. Nobody's putting in the work. We're going to take a short break here and come back and get into our topic of the day. Put it in the work. We have a little short little word here from the people I like to call the sponsor. Show. Come right back. Get in here. And with a word from Mountain Man Scrub. Go to mountainmanscrub.com.
As smooth as a river.
Get your scrub. It's great for your hands, elbows, knees, and feet, and also amazing with that tattoo, especially the traps. Bring back that
mountainmanscrub.com
today. Go to mountainmanscrub.com. Type in Dre Montez under program. Mountain Man Scrub.
Get your scrub
Get
on.
your scrub on today. Go to mountainmanscrub.com. Alrighty. All right, good folk. We're back. Seems like we're back, Paul. We're back on here. Okay. All right. There you good people. All right. There yourself. Get it, Bo. Get it, Bo. All righty. We can get this thing going the right way. Get it, Bo. Mindset Monday. We just talked about the weekend wrap up. Hope you had a great weekend. Again, happy birthday to Carla. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your day. Get it on Sagittarius season. Sagittarius got a way of letting you know it's the season. You know, all birthdays do. Whatever zodiac sign it is, they got, oh, it's our time now. Aquarius in the building. We gonna turn up time for Taurus. I love the creativity behind it all. I never really got into the horoscope reading and things like that. I used to find it really, really intriguing and fascinating by people that do that all the time. That's all they do. They live vicariously through their quote unquote, how do you want to put it? Whatever their zodiac sign is, whatever their horoscope tells them, they live that lifestyle. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, younger, I looked at it totally different. You know, as you get older, you kind of like, oh, okay. But there's some people that really stick to it like 100%. Each and every zodiac sign has the one. Those of you know who you are. Again, if you're just tuning in, thank you so much. We've talked about the weekend wrap up. Hope you had a great weekend. That it went through. I think I saw some crazy reports out there that the Georgia football fan base went through some crazy, incredible fights over the weekend defending the dog's honor. But I still think that the game was lost on the pregame talk by Mr. Kirby Smart. I don't know if he said that, but that body language tells you a lot. Body language tells you a lot. All right, our topic of the day is show your work. And what I mean by that, older generation people always go back to the manual of things. You want to find out something, you go to the library. You get your card catalog to find out. You know, it tells you where to go to find a book. You find a book. You find more books on that book. And to get a better understanding of the book, you need a good dictionary. And you may need an encyclopedia to go dive a little deeper. And you also may need a thesaurus, depending on how far we're trying to go with this. Okay. Now you have to write something down based on all the information that you have just discovered by research and reading. And we're going to write it on down. We put together this beautiful report. Boom. See, that's how it used to be done. And people appreciate it because you did the work and you could show the work that you've done by your body of evidence. You translate that to now. We can't get mad or upset that it's called evolution. It's called change. It's called making it a shorter distance, getting there faster. But in this whole process, I think something is being lost, and it's called the work. Look how easy it is now to translate the scheme of things to people. There's a schematic for it. There's a printout. There's the internet. There's all kind of resources. You can just type it in and boom, there it is right there. But you're not showing the work, and I think that's where the frustration comes in at. Like for people in the sports world, the frustration comes at everything is so easy to them to attain that the work is not being shown. They give you a breakdown of the complete game day on what you should be doing. Then on Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever your team get back together, they give you a little blue tablet. Okay, let's go there. Let's go there. But are we doing the work that we should be doing to get to the plus side of the equation? Again, everything has been given to us and shown now today at the end point. You just type it in, boom. I want to learn how to cook a pound cake at home. You can just go to the end. How many of you going to actually go get the book? Go get the book and read it. Now we got to play the video. The video is going to show it to us. Now, 9 times out of 10, we're not really getting the true meaning out of it. But if you get the book, and watch the video, oh, okay. All right. Oh, now I get it. Now, okay, now I can go along with it. It seems to me on Sundays, they're actually just looking at what they should be doing, but did they do that in practice? Did they do that in practice? Just look at the defensive equation of some of these plays from Saturday and Sunday. Just look at it. You're not showing me the work. You're showing me you can look at film. You're showing me you can look at film. Obviously, you looked at film, but where's the work? I'm not seeing the work, and some athletes get that. Some business-minded people get that, and showing the work and showing the work. A lot of people good at their job, but they're not good at showing you the work. And that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a lot of people that are good at their job, but they're not showing me the work. Case in point, let's look at that Denver game against the Kansas City Football Chiefs. What's going on there? What's going on there? I'm not saying everybody wants to be on a poster. Not everybody wants to be a household name. There are actually professional athletes that just want to go do their job, get their check, and go home and live their life. There's some like that. There's some that want you to know who the fuck they are, where they come from, what they about, what they about to get. what they can do, what they want to do. There are some athletes like that. Some, for the most part, are pretty funny. But when it comes to overall talent and success and understanding what you've been through, somebody's missing the point. How we go from here to here. We should do manual walkthroughs in practice. Nobody's going to touch not one fucking computer this week. No tablets for nobody. We're going to go old school tactics. They're getting too caught up in the technology side of the game. It's making them lazy. And it's showing. It's every time you see any sports program they ever show in an infomercial or a documentary, it's in the South. And they're doing things in this up-to-date documentary. You're saying, damn, they're still practicing like that? They don't know it's 2021? See? But that team, that player is getting that manual shit that's lacking now. Call it old school, call it out of date, but it worked. Every time an athlete goes to the return and through the hardships and trying to go back to get that dominant level, get that tiger when the business goes down and it tries to come back, they go back to the origin, the beginning that got them there. Everybody does. They show it to you in every movie. When they not making it, they go home. Oh, my jumper not working. I'll go to my hometown court. Go to that old gym. Oh, I ain't cutting it right, coach. You go to your hometown field, your little league field, you work it out. But now they're doing this. Okay, I saw what I did right there. You can fix it there. How you gonna fix it out there? That's what counts. By the time we get to the tablet to show you what you've done wrong, the damn play over with. The play is over with. But we go through this each and every week. What's going on in practice in my AI voice? Practice? We talking about practice? Yeah, yeah. Some people have bad practice habits. You hear a lot of them tell you this throughout NFL films. Well, when I was in the NFL, I just didn't take it too seriously. I wasn't a good person at practice. A lot of people don't test well, but as smart as hell. But when it comes to this damn football, each and every Monday, I know there's a coach right now, a position coach somewhere throughout sports in America is saying this. That's exactly what I try to tell these kids every day, Dre. They're not getting it. What must it take? Do you need to see a coach throw a clipboard, choke a player, cuss out a fan, be seen in a strip club? What do you need for the coach for you to buy into the coach? Either the terminology is wrong, or coach, you can't relate to the locker room today. Have you heard the damn music in the locker room? Half of that shit I've never heard in my life. Well, he trying to be one of the players. He need to realize he a coach. You can't have it both ways. Come on. Come on now. You can't have it both ways. No, you get to pick one or the other. One of can't have both ways. And it seems every Monday we are making a choice on what we're buying into. If you're just tuning in, thank you so much. This is Montez at midday on this Mindset Monday. We've covered some things in our weekend wrap up. Covered some things as far as showing the work. Showing the work. How'd you get that answer? Well, no, show me the work. And I hate because, or the shoulder huncher, my favorite as a kid. I don't know. That'll trigger a hand from a woman if you're a kid. If you're a kid, your mama, you want to make your mama slap you, do this. I don't know. Right across the face, hit him in the jaw. And one more thing. I like when I find out local people in your, wherever you live at, and you're a sports fan. You got your hometown sports team. Everybody's supposed to like the Cardinals. But when you find out that one of the people on TV, one of the news stations, like one of your teams that's not in the area, you kind of like, hold on now, hold up. You what? Meteorologist on Channel 4, Kristen Cornett, is a UK basketball fan. I found that out. Yeah, yeah. And I'm a huge UK fan, so it was cool right there. Channel 4 meteorologist Kristen Cornett is a UK fan. She's a UK fan. There it is right there, good people. As we're getting into the thick of things right now, let the arguments begin. They get this college playoff ranking right. We all know there's a little bit more to it. We already know there's a little bit more to it. Oh, trust me, trust me, trust me. But it's okay. It's quite all right. We're going to eat the rat poison if it's good for us or not, in the words of Nick Saban. By the way, did anybody see the video when Alabama won? Yeah, everybody was hugging players and coaches were hugging coaches and they were spouses or whatever who it may be. Did you see the one coach for Bama that was hugging a cheerleader? We just talked about this. We just talked about this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't want to hear it. Everybody's excited. No, no. You got to see the video. You got to see the video. There it is. Don't forget to listen to the latest episode of my podcast, Who's to Blame? It is up. We got a new podcast episode coming this Wednesday. We'll be discussing losing to win. That's coming up on the next podcast episode, which will be posted on Wednesday. Again, happy birthday to you, Carla. Have a great day. All you Sagittarius out there, do your thing. Do your thizzle. In the words of my DJ crew on the patio at Friendly's, my man Matt and nephew Kenny, and Tasha and a little bit, and all the folks out there. We're gonna have a cheer dancing party one day out there on the patio. Cheer dance, nobody can stand up. You can only dance in your chair. Because I'm tired of seeing people injure themselves throughout TikTok and YouTube just from dancing. We're trying to look out for everybody's safety. We're gonna have a cheer dancing event on the patio at Friendly's in South City on Roger. Shout out to those guys and shout out to Tower Pub as they made some additions to the Airbnb. Check them out, Tower Pub. Check them out on Facebook to get a better understanding or stop by yourself. They're located in South City on Morgan Ford. Don't forget, it's the holiday shopping time. Take advantage of all the small business owners in Bell Vegas, downtown St. Louis, Soulard as well. Check them out. Got something for you all. Don't forget to visit the website, DreMontez.com, to get a complete listing of all sponsors. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget to put your laundry away. Take some out for dinner. Don't forget, you got to plan on what you're cooking for Christmas. Don't wait till the last minute. Things never work out good when you wait till the last minute. I'm waiting on my leg lamp and my Charlie Brown Christmas tree right now. And hopefully one of the other will be here today. But more importantly, gather yourselves accordingly and do not forget to appreciate the details of the day. And the words of my great grandpappy, if your back pockets are touching, it means you have no ass at all. You guys enjoy, and it should be a good football game tonight. If not, well, I guess we'll see. Until then, until the meantime, between time, we'll holler at you. Peace. We out. And we out. We're out of here.